Me is a new sci-fi coming-of-age series on Apple TV Plus. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Apple TV Plus. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Me follows a 12-year-old kid named Ben who's in the troubles of middle school as he adjusts to a newly blended family and the realization that he has superpowers. Throughout these 10 episodes of Me, Ben discovers that he is able to transform into anybody that he comes across with. So throughout these episodes, he discovers more about himself, what he is capable of, and in the mix of all of that, he is dealing now with a blended family. His mother has remarried, he has a stepsister, he had just moved to their home, and he is struggling to connect with his stepsister and his stepfather. He finds an ally in his stepsister Max who helps him harness these powers and uncover the secrets behind the mysteries and tragedies of his community. What starts off the series as a sci-fi coming-of-age drama, it does venture into a lot of realistic tones and a lot of things that young children can relate to very easily as Ben is grappling with this new family and not be able to connect with his stepsister and stepfather and being part of this blended family. There are troubles for the two of them as they try to rely on each other, trust each other. Anytime that Ben calls Max his sister, she's immediately hesitant on that and recorrects him and says stepsister. And throughout all of that, we also explore Max and how she has a relationship with her own mother. Her mother has her own struggles that she's going through, seeing that her daughter is now living with a stepmother. So there's a lot of realistic tones and storylines in here that I think a young audience can relate to as they can see themselves in these storylines of struggling with a new blended family. They approach it with a lot of care and never feels fake. There are discussions about your feelings about being part of a blended family and having a step sibling and adjusting to new routines and a new life. It can be very hard, and we do see that with Ben and Max, but also on top of that, he has powers. He's trying to discover more about himself and the powers that he has. Of course, it's going to have some fun moments as he is going to turn into other people at his school, but also is trying to use it as a way to protect himself against bullies. It does have that fun coming of age feel to it. He has to learn to be responsible with his powers, and he uses his powers in harmful ways a couple times, but he has to learn from that, and it is a nice approach to his storyline. Now, throughout all of this, we also have a storyline involving this mystery with this community. There's this massive storm that happened a few years back, and it adds to the tragedy, the mystery of this small town. And Ben discovers that there might be people like him in his community. This is where the storyline kind of falters for me, as it does become a little bit corny and over the top. Some of the acting from minor characters that come into the series about midway through, there's a lot of overacting. They try to play up this superhero feel to it. They try to make it feel grand, and it just feels a little bit cheesy at times. You could tell that they were trying to create this epic vibe to it, and it just did not work. Most of the series felt very grounded and a nice approach to family and discovering your abilities. But once we dive deeper into the story, you could tell that the acting and the look of the show is trying to be bigger, and it's missing some of the mark that they set up in the first couple episodes. And at times the visuals are a bit weak and they don't add much intensity to the series, as you can clearly tell they feel a bit off. But I love the smaller approach to Ben's storyline as he discovers his abilities, learns to work with his stepsister, learns to connect with his stepfather, and he knows that it's not going to be perfect. We also look at Max's emotions and how she's dealing with all of this. And they trust each other, they become allies, they help each other out, and I really like that approach to the series. It has a nice coming of age vibe to it with superhero powers throughout, but also never forgets the more important storylines of family. It's about self-discovery and powers and responsibility. I easily think that this is a storyline that a young audience can relate to, and Apple TV Plus does a great job for their content for a younger audience. So before I give you my score for me on Apple TV Plus, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give me a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Me, the new Apple TV Plus series. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.